Around 593, Prince Shotoku came to power in Japan. Japan was different than it would ever be in the next few years. It was an agricultural society. After 593, Japan began borrowing cultural ideas from Korea, India, and especially China. This is Rumiko. She is like any other Japanese girl and wants to know more about these Chinese cultural ideas, how these Chinese cultural ideas came to Japan, and what they are. She will travel around and learn about these ideas that came to Japan. Rumiko doesn't know much about her government, so let's start here. Much of Japan government was borrowed from the Chinese. Borrowing Confucian ideas, Prince Shotoku created a set of rules for government officials. He also issued the 17th article, which stated that the emperor was the country's supreme ruler. The later emperor Tennichi created the Taiku reforms to strengthen the central government. By the 700s, the Japanese government looked a lot like China's. There were a few differences. One difference was that Prince Shotoku had called for government officials to be chosen based on their ability. This led to a powerful aristocracy developing and holding all the high positions in government. Another difference was that Japanese emperors depended on local leaders for help ruling, while the Chinese had the help of a bureaucracy of government officials. In China, the emperor was the sole emperor, while in Japan, the emperor had only loose control over semi-independent clans. Along her travels through Japan, Rumiko ran into a Buddhist.
What is a Buddhist?
A Buddhist is a person who follows the religion of Buddhism. Buddhism is a religion in which they perform meditation to reach enlightenment and leave the suffering world.
What is enlightenment?
Buddhists believe the world is filled with pain and suffering, and they believe that reaching enlightenment will help them live in a better world. Japan's main religion is Buddhism. It came from India, then made its way to Japan. Japan's first religion was Shinto. Shinto's focused on respecting the beauty of Japan. People who follow Shinto worship spirits called kami, which were based on natural objects such as lightning, trees, flowers, and rocks. Also, the followers of Shinto were supposed to claim and they celebrated the beauty of nature. Rumiko continues on her travel around the world, Japan, and soon finds some beautiful poetry.
I wonder what type of poetry this is.
This is a form of poetry that is based on Chinese poetry called tanka. It is made using Chinese characters and is based on love and the beauty of nature. One poem contains 31 syllables. I've seen these characters before. What else do they use? What else do they use Chinese characters for? Japanese is only a spoken language, so the Japanese wrote their documents in Chinese, which they had learned from Korean scholars, Japanese scholars. Soon he began writing kanji, Chinese writing, to create Japanese words. Kanji allowed the Japanese to keep records and develop their own literature. Using Chinese characters to write and read, Japanese became difficult, so by 900 they invented kara. Kara used simplified Chinese characters to stand for syllables in Japanese words, and allowed the Japanese to spell out the sounds of their language. This helped them write freely in Japanese.
Wow, it seems we borrowed a lot from China. I wonder what else we borrowed from them. Guess I'll have to learn about that another day.